Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 21 of my university challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it is Tuesday morning. They are all gearing up for another day of classes. This is the last week of their university career. So they have 4 sim days left because this is the second day of their term. And Declan has to debate someone. He doesn't have to win, he just has to debate. So I had him ask someone who was walking by to do a debate because everybody else was busy. So he is doing that, and he needs to get through that before it resets, which may be at 9. I can never remember. I think it might be 9 a.m. But he should be able to get that. I have Colleen over here. Oh, she has already done this practice debating. So that is done. Let's let her stop then and get on to, I think, editing a term paper that she needs to do. Grant is, I believe, editing a term paper himself because he has 4 classes today. He has a busy day on Tuesdays and Thursdays because he has no classes on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. So that means he has a lot of these projects to do. And I like to get them done before the class on Thursday. So once Thursday happens, he'll be done, essentially, for the term. So I'm going to just pause because when I landed into the save, Bonnie, who when I left was working, refining her presentation here, she was all the way up on the roof, standing right here in the roof area. So I had to teleport her out. I don't know why, because I could tell she had been working on here because it was in her queue. So it was very odd, but she's okay now, luckily. So that's good. And what are you doing, Abigail? I think you actually need to do your work tasks now because I was purposely leaving it until like before she was going to get the call for work, and she works today, so she needs to go do that. So hopefully the boss won't be disappointed. I did get rid of the ping pong table. It's just in their family inventory. Same with the cake stand because they kept using the ping pong table when I wanted them to do other things. So I just thought, okay, enough's enough. Let's get rid of it. And then secondly, I wanted somewhere to put some, a couple of them are taking yoga or taking wellness classes. So I wanted some places to put some mats. So that's what we're doing. Oh, looks like Bonnie has got that. She's doing well. So it says it's excellent. So good. And I think it's getting to the beginning of the day. So we're going to have her rally the troops. We're just going to assume that it needs to be done and have that done. And now that she is done with that, we will put it in her inventory, and then we'll take this and put it out so it's ready for her to work on. Now, do you have a track to release? You do indeed. I see she has a whole bunch of tracks in her inventory. So then we're going to have her produce a new track. And of course, the first classes are at 8 a.m. And on Tuesdays, we have 3 sims with classes at 8 a.m. Let me take a look and see if I can see quickly. It's not the lower level. I can't. So I don't know. Well, obviously it's Grant. Grant is one, and Edward is another one. And unless I got that wrong. Oh no, it's Norah actually. She has 3 classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She has quite a few. All right, Colleen, you are working on that paper. You kind of need to scrubberoo yourself, but you should we're going to try, and we're not going to scrubberoo yourself right now. You're going to come and try and do this debate with that person if you know them, or anyone. Actually, let's just check. I'd rather do it with him, so let's see if you know him. Oh, okay, it's Alex. Well, you're going to do a cheerful introduction to Alex. I thought he looked familiar. He's one of the Sims I've added to the world. So we're going to... Wait. You've introduced yourself. Can we try this? Can we try it again? Oh, no. Well, let's just do it with the butler. All right, so classes are in an hour for those who need classes. Declan, I think you should scrubberoo yourself. Scrubberoo. Oh, Nora's got to, she probably needs to, you already have a track produced. Let's take a look. I think you probably have everything that, yeah, you got everything done for your your societies. You need to tutor students, but we're not going to be doing that anytime soon. Well, actually, there is enough time for him to go tutor a student because he doesn't have a class until 1:30, and tutoring takes 5 hours, and it says that's 7 hours away. So he could go do one of these, his last tutoring right now and get it over with. Tutor. So why don't you tutor charisma? Since I know you've maxed that. So you can go do that and be productive. Freddie, did you get all your homework done that I asked you to do? I think maybe you did. Well, if you did what I asked you to do, then you would have, because I had queued it up for you to do it, both of them. And, okay, I don't know when your first class is. I think if we, no, it doesn't tell us there. 4 hours. So you don't have time to go do any tutoring. So we're just kind of waiting for it to be 8 o'clock. I assume Abigail got paid for her work and it's showing as complete there. So they're just going to continue their thing. Is she doing her? Why don't we watch her? So I tried to set everybody up and we're going to watch. Or did she finish? Or did my getting everything else done? I don't know that she's going to get it done in time, but let's try this again. We will do our swimming pools inherently deadly with Sakura, unless it just doesn't work to do it with her. It's not like I went into build mode or did anything that would make me think that it shouldn't work. I should stop her from doing this, but somehow she stopped. And I don't know how long it takes to do this debate. I'm going to have to pause again just before 8 to make sure everybody's going to their classes, or the 3 who need to go. And, okay. You know what? Don't clean the coop. Just go to class. Oh, she did. Oh, well. Now you need to go to class. And hopefully everybody goes. Okay, so we're going to take notes. Take notes. And Edward is the other one who needs to go to class. It looks like he is actually trying to go to his class. And did you get yours done? No, you're still doing it. And he's at class. So we're going to take notes there. So we have 3 at class, like we should. And they're all taking notes. And Bonnie is working on her presentation. And it looks like, they do the usual, I'm bored. 8:22. Yeah, I think it's at 9. So, oh well, I guess we'll find out for sure now. Because it's already 8:27. And I'm not sure she's going to get through all of this. It's not like me speeding it up is going to help. At all. Is anyone else going off to be at their classes? And we know she doesn't because Colleen goes to Brightchester, so she does not go early. Okay, thanks for hanging out. And now the question is she actually going to win? Oh, Freddie got. There was a mechanism there being worked on, so I had him resume it. This is really close. Like, it looks like it should be over, but it's not over. Yay, she got it. So now I think you need to scrubberoo yourself. I didn't want to interfere with that. And Freddie, you're 3 hours for that class, which is your only class today. So, but it still wasn't enough time for him to go do any tutoring. So we're going to craft some more materials since he doesn't really have anything else to do. But let's see. Let me pause. Because what I want to do is I want to see whether this does reset at 9. If we see it. Yes. So we need to convince the sim to do something. Let's try and convince the... oh, she got her call. We want to work from home. So we're going to try and convince the butler. to, well, I don't know that we can convince the butler to cook because of our, but let's try. Even if it fails, we have 2 days to do it again. So we're going to say cook. But because we have the simple living lot challenge, I have noticed that nannies and butlers don't cook. And honestly, even when I hired a caterer, the caterer didn't cook when I was having a wedding and I had the simple living lot challenge on that community lot. Okay, well, at least seems to have worked. So when is her class again? 22 hours. So she needs to research something was one of the things, and practice debating for 2 hours. That's too long, so we're not going to do that. It looks like, I had someone start baking. I think that was Abigail. Abigail, are you taking... maybe you've gone... I was going to say maybe you've gone off to your class, but you have not. I see you're still here because you don't have the away little home thing for bringing you back home. Yeah, you are the one, but I'm not going to bother having you start it again because you have to go to your class. Maybe you're on your way to your class? Oh, you are at your class. It's just not showing you as away. Okay. Well, good girl for going over here, and good for you, Bonnie, for stopping your working on your presentation, unless you got the first stage done and that's why you stopped. I don't know. Let's, of course, switch back to the home lot over here. And I'm not going to have her do anything. It is saying refine and organize and pour. So she obviously did get it done. And off she went. Now, Abigail, of course, is over here too. What is your work task, Abigail? So you stopped baking to go to school. And you have another analyze plant sample, which again we'll do right before work. Did she... Oh, he was happy. We did get the was happy. So I have to make sure that I just do the work task right before. And I don't know if that's because I do it and then I save and quit and go back in, or maybe even traveling might do the same, cause the same issue. Whereas if you just do it, or maybe it's more of an issue because she's at, university. I don't know. Because I don't have it with everybody. I just have it. And I obviously didn't have it this time or the last time with her, but I have it a lot, I have to say. So she has a class. Well, they're just kind of they're going to get through their days, and I'll be back if something happens or when the day is over with them for their classes. Well, it's later on Tuesday. They've all gone to most of their classes, except for we have 4 at their final classes of the day. Freddie is tutoring. Norah and Colleen are doing their presentations, and Bonnie here is refining the presentation she has left to do. She actually did her presentation, or she submitted her presentation that she had, refined and was excellent. And when I mean they're doing their presentations, I mean they're submitting their presentations. And of course, they're all taking notes. Declan was a bit slow about going to his class, but he still got there quickly enough that we didn't get the flashing he was late for class. And the same thing happened with his other class, that it actually showed him at his class, but he was still at home. But that meant we got no flashing, and we got the note that he had done, well, the best note you can get for going to classes. So they luckily all have got that today. And I think someone else, I think Abigail did her presentation. I don't know. If she has, I haven't noted that. But Norah did her presentation. I have noted that. And I will check by the end of the day and check what everybody has done. And even though we were successful in convincing the butler to cook, in terms of it ticked it off as being successful, she didn't actually cook. So, okay, so we got turned in the homework confidently for Grant, for Edward, for Declan, and for Abigail. So they all did well with their classes today. Yay for that. And it looks like Norah, I'm thinking, got her presentation done. I was a little concerned about the timing, but it does say that the presentation is done. And now this, let's see, can she submit this term paper, which I think we just were too busy with other things. I just want to get it out of the way. And I'm pretty sure she has, it's outstanding. So we're going to have her submit it. And that means that she's done with her work and just not her homework for her Tuesday/Thursday classes. So that would be good. She was doing some meditation, I think, and that's why she's in her athletic outfits. And Freddie, when is your thing supposed to be at? I think the reason I always end up keeping him home and not sending him, it's at 6, is because he gets to play and then that's fun. And he's got the check mark, so maybe he doesn't need to go to his maybe we'll keep him home today. When we get the call, we'll say stay home and we'll let him play from home. And if he doesn't get the promotion despite the check mark, because maybe he'll even get it just right away when he gets the call. Who knows? Because it does have a check mark there. So that's good. And let's check. He needs some fun. Big time. Let's see. He has to complete homework and go to office hours, which he can do during the day tomorrow. But since he needs fun and he goes to his activity, he needs to practice. And I think that would be fun for him. I would have thought. So he's got 2 balls there. So we're going to practice juggling and hopefully, and we'll see if that's fun. Because if it's not, I will stop doing that. And I see his needs are not 100%. We have a lot of Sims who need some fun, which makes sense because of the timing. So we're going to rally the troops. And I did notice that she had some social things to do with their arts organization. So it makes me wonder if there is, no, it's coming up. It's not actually going on right now. How are your needs? You need some fun too. Do you find painting fun? Let's try. I think you need to do, oh, look at that. We did get the call. We did get the promotion. So yay for Freddie. Freddie got the promotion and it says 4. That's it. So he needs to play Sim Scuffle with the team and he can do that when he gets home from his tutoring, which will be 4 of 5 for him. Yay. And I'm just going to pause briefly for Colleen because I had her on this academic and now I'm having her paint. So let's put her onto this painter extraordinaire and then we can hit play again. And did you get that done? Let's take a look. You need some fun too. So you've got everything submitted and you just need that final exam and obviously you need to do some homework. But I think, watching some TV is allowed. But that's not the most useful thing. Why don't you watch, I don't know if you need to watch news, but why don't you watch news? And then we'll check, because it'll be, if it is, it's a really easy thing for you to do. Nope, you have to win a debate, research any topic, and practice debating for 2 hours. And Freddie is done, so Freddie should come home. And then he needs to come here and play Sim Scuffle with the team. And so he has to go to office hours and study for 2 hours, which of course we're going to get their fun up before we work on any of these things. And what are you doing? Okay, I think you just need to come home. and instead of me coming to you, I want you to come home. And why are you not doing what I asked you to do, Grant? I don't want to have to sit here and let's give this to Freddie, I guess, just so you only have 1 in your inventory. Practice juggling. Did you practice at all? Not that it matters that much. You've already got your max. I was just hoping it would be fun for you. But is it fun? Yeah, you got to go to your class now anyway. Your class, your work. Why is that not coming up? Oh, there it is. Oh, well, you can be a little late if you... Okay, forgot. I don't know why the hygiene goes down. I don't know why gym rat does not help for things like this, because I think it should, because it's fitness. It builds your fitness school, same as that. I mean, like fitness skill, not school. I can kind of understand for wellness, though I would like it for that too, but this does not make sense. Okay, stop. Just go to your class. You're getting too dirty and you don't need it anyways. So did you get your fun? Oh, Colleen did a masterpiece. Good girl. And an apple. Oh my goodness, that's worth a lot. I was gonna say, we don't really have time to do a yard sale. Just sell it to the art gallery, and why don't you release a track? She's actually 2-star celebrity and getting close to 3-star celebrity, I think, from just these paintings, which I don't do that much because of the fact that I tend to use the yard sale table instead. I don't know whose homework that is. You're playing, did you not get your fun enough up? Yes. Yes, sell it to the art gallery. It's not fully max, but you know what? It's good enough. You should do your homework, and then you can always listen to the radio while you're doing your homework. I don't know whose homework that is. I don't see yours at the top, so we'll throw it there. Assume it was yours. And it's too late for you to do your presentation anyways. And you got an egg. Oh, it's hatchable. You got a hatchable egg. Well, why don't you incubate that in the coop? And see if this save ends up with lots of babies that don't ever become chickens. That happens a lot for me. Not all the time. I do have some that age up. So, are you going to do that? Okay, you know what? Just do your homework and you can do that afterwards. But we're actually going to leave this part here. They've managed to get through their second day of this term, and they all made it on time and did well. And we even got some presentations submitted and some term papers submitted. I'm going to continue to, like, if they have their term papers done, I'm going to submit them and get their fun up and do some homework so that we can come back and maybe focus a little bit on some of their university organization tasks to see if we can get higher in them. Of course, we have managed with a few of them to get to the top with the Brainiacs. That's probably the easiest one. But that's going to be it for this video. Leave a like if you like the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!